markets will definitely move ahead because of A, the strength of our population. B, there is always a strength within you. And in India, especially the urge of growing always begins when you have good leaders. And when you're confident of your leaders, the backhand works and marches towards the progress. So the progress is definitely in the way and in the path because we have power of manpower, A, and we have a lot of technicality, AI availabilities, social medias, awareness, and awareness not only you can say technically, but practically when we get into education, when you get on the floor. So I think overall India is looking bright and has a very nice cultured background. Technically, we are more equipped now with like gradings, manufacturing trends, the new technology, the new machines, the new process of getting things worked out. Where the first we used to only do diamonds, now we have gemstones. Now we have the new trend that Jadao jewelry also, the pole keys. So there's so much which has added valuations to us, which I think the West don't have that much in trend. But here, I feel the going is always good and will always be good. I feel every person feels like they should afford a diamond. Some can't afford. There are so many international brands which are true copy, first copy, second copy, you must have heard. So a person always, I don't know whether say it's a watch or whether it's anything. Same way with diamonds. It's another alternate. And these all alternates come. First, natural leather used to be sold, now artificial leather. Natural diamonds, lab-grown diamonds. Eventually, it depends on markets. So it's like when you walk with an original, you don't shy. But when you walk with a lab-grown, you can read the person. GIA is an institution where your whole personality changes. Your way of walk in life, your way of walk in business, the whole look, the whole ambience. You'll figure out after you'll get that certificate in your hand and when you'll actually step into places and actually move ahead in life. That's the time you'll know what you'll have achieved from this institute.
And a warm welcome to you all at the graduation session. Congratulations to all of you. Today, to make this occasion even more special, we have with us our special guest, Mr. Kamlesh Hemdev, who heads Ghanasingh Fine Jewelry. It's a century-old, renowned company, mainly into diamonds and color stones jewelry. There are associations also with Femina Miss India. Their stones adorn the crown of Femina Miss India, and they have their presence across the country, enjoying a lot of trust and admiration for the designs from their clients. So with his able mentoring and guidance, already the next generation of is already ready to take this heritage legacy business forward. So I would request a big round of applause for our guest today. And I turn it over to him now. So over to you. Thank you.
So, GI has been a very long association with us. The longest.
Yes.
And you can say I've been here a couple of times. And let me start with my company first. Basically, we are a 1908 company. It's called Ghanasingh Fine Jewels. And one of the companies which started from cutting and polishing diamonds. So being into retail, I'm the technically fourth generation here. And the fifth is already in the work. And the great part is jewelry people, like I'm sure a few of you all must be having a family business of jewelry. So it's a challenging time when it comes from manufacturing of diamonds. So we started from the backward integrity, actually, if you say so, and went to mines like Al Rosa, went to mines like Congo personally, and did auctions, bought auction stuff, came into India, came into Bombay, of course. Surat was our factory, then retail part was in Bombay, own manufacturing base set up as here only, one of the fast suburbs of manufacturing jewelry. So we have one section of manufacturing diamond, one section of manufacturing jewelry. And though long struggle, but good days, happy days. And you guys are here. I mean, apparently at the times which are very tough and which are very competitive, but you are blessed. The reason I say you are blessed because in our days when I started young, I mean, I was hardly 18 when I started. Cutting my first diamond I cut was somewhere around 25 years ago, 26 years ago. Sitting on that machine and hand grinding it. And in Surat, though the training was in Surat for me, the technical training. And the reason I'm saying you guys are lucky because you have an institute which is a 1920. GIA started in 1920, if I'm not mistaken. 1931, okay. And I think in India they started 2004.
Correct.
So it's been a 20 odd years and well cushioned. You guys are well cushioned because if you got GI, it's like the icing on the cake. You know? So I'm sure you're full of fire in your gut. And if there's fire and passion, you can work through your path, especially in an industry like jewelry. You know, there's a filmy dialogue, you know, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. So I can say, Sare hero ke liye acha GIA hamara. So likewise for you guys also, GI is an institution where your whole personality changes, your way of walk in life, your way of walk in business, the whole look, the whole ambience. You'll figure out after you'll get that certificate in your hand, and when you'll actually step into places and actually move ahead in life, is that's the time you'll know what you'll have achieved from this institute. So, according to my vision, since the way the country has moved, as of today, our country is on a very big platform. We are recognized more strongly, more respectfully, and that's why you can see like institute like American institutes also opening in India and giving so much scope. Coming to the future and coming to the present equation of the markets will definitely move ahead because of A, the strength of our population. B, there is always a strength within you, and in India, especially the urge of growing always begins when you have good leaders. And when you're confident of your leaders, the backhand works and marches towards the progress. So the progress is definitely in the way and in the path because we have power of manpower, A, and we have a lot of technicality, AI availabilities, social medias, awareness, and awareness not only you can say technically, but practically when we get into education, when you get on the floor. So I think overall India is looking bright and has a very nice cultured background. So the means of culture means in jewelry is like if you go back your great grandfather also, you see the jewelry trend has always been coming. And we have one power which says Stridhan, you know, which is also a very because the world revolves around the women, and jewelry and diamonds and all revolve around the women. So you know these all instincts and these all backhand support and the things. I think market will look more better, and technically we are more equipped now with like gradings, manufacturing trends, the new technology, the new machines, the new process of getting things worked out. Where the first we used to only do diamonds, now we have gemstones. Now we have the new trend that Jadao jewelry also, the pole keys. So there's so much which has added valuations to us, which I think the West don't have that much in trend. But here, I feel it's the going is always good and will always be good. So let me tell you, Ghanasingh Fine Jewels, Kamlesh Hemdev Group, it's called. We launched a couple of brands. We launched a brand called Carat One, which is a very affordable range of jewelry. Then, by and by, we launched our own media company called Clouds, because we thought that if we have so much back-end manufacturing to retail to sales, so we have to move according to trends and times. What happens is when you look at only bridal jewelry, you feel, wow, it's going to be that expensive. But today, the cost of a good mobile will cost you somewhere a lakh of rupees. So Carat One was introduced where the ticket size was from 20,000 rupees to a lakh and a half. So we moved, like how you asked me a question, how do you move it with the inventory and times? What happens when you have inventory? You focus on a lot of things. You focus on road shows, you focus on B2B shows, you focus on B2C shows. We have a team which manufactures, we have a team which designs, and we have a team which certifies. That's where you all are. So we always try to move ahead along with times. Definitely inventory is always a challenge. You have to have 10 or 15% of inventory to recirculate, which you don't have in textiles. For example, you said textiles. So there's nothing called a dead stock. You keep rotating the stock. And to reach out to people, we launched this media company because when you have it within you, you have a control on it. And when you have a control on it, you're focused to where you want to target your audience, where you want to sell. And every day is a challenge because we have always the gold prices going up, the dollar prices going up. There's always fluctuating between the two. And then we are with a product which is luxury at the end of the day. So you have to go with the way, with the trend, keep changing your ideas, mind, views. You can't sit back and think, "Arey, what happened about that?" No, you have to keep moving. So I keep moving and I keep like a leader moves, everybody moves. So just focus that if the leader is moving, you all will move. So if you all are the leaders, all your people behind you will move. Yeah, that's right. It adds flavor. So it's like, you can say another topping in the industry. When you have ice cream, you have a lot of toppings, right? So lab grown is another topping in the industry. Why? I'll tell you. Because I feel every person feels like they should afford a diamond. Some can't afford. There are so many international brands which are true copy, first copy, second copy, if you must have heard. So the person always, I don't want to whether say it's a watch or whether it's anything. Same way with diamonds. It's another alternate. And these all alternates come. First, natural leather used to be sold, now artificial leather come. Natural diamonds, lab grown diamonds. Eventually, it depends on markets. So it's like when you walk with an original, you don't shy. But when you walk with a lab grown, you can read the person. और हमारे एक कहावत है मेरे दादा परदादा फादर से कि जो इंसान हीरे को परख सकता है जैसे आप परखते हैं वो इंसान को तो यही परख लेगा you know what I mean so the body language coming to that lab grown is definitely a new thing in this market though it's come new now it was there many years ago but not brought to our awareness. That's why now the labs which have come in here have come in great strength. They also certify lab grown, they also certify natural. The reason of them doing this is to make the market bigger. The game is bigger. So when you have man-made diamond, lab-grown diamonds, there's more strength to the market. And I feel every new challenge teaches you lots of new things. Lab-grown was there. People are aware now. Why? Because of the media. The media awareness. People got behind it, got to know what it was, brought it out. Labs, GIA, so many labs started certifying it. That made the market bigger. So yes, there is a challenging time for natural diamonds though. But a natural will be natural forever. A lab won't have that kind of buyback guarantee. A lab won't have that kind of access what the natural carries. That's the difference. I think it'll affect in a better way. Why? The people who would want to go for natural, knowing the fact they have the knowledge of lab grown, will ask, is this certificate there of natural diamond? Is it gemologically certified? Is there a person behind who's mentioned about this? So it won't affect that way. The markets depends on which market cap we are looking at. Like today, if you see the natural diamond export to US is so much, once upon a time was so much. And the lab growns have come this level. So the levels are always growing. There's a competition between two, but none of them have shut shop. So initially, when my brand started, we were only curating and manufacturing high-end jewelry. We are also known for our designs. So along with that was when we got inspired with colored stones, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, and the newest trend what we made in the high-end category with tanzanites. So tanzanites were not known that well known compared to what it's known today. Of course, in the same category as ruby emeralds, we have again lab growns. But design aspect is what shows your culture and how you are coming from, where you're coming from. You cannot say like if you are into designer jewelry, that every kind of jewelry you process has an inspiration. And we have so much variations. Like this time we are looking at jewelry with tanzanites, we're looking at jewelry with South Seas, we're looking at polki cum fusion. That's a trend. We're looking at rose cuts. Rose cuts which were like, you can say in 18th centuries, all these Maharajas and all this, when they had bought this, were like, actual cut was called Mitchell cut. It used to be called Mitchell cut, rose cut. Which the trend stopped for some time and again the trend has started. So there's so much creativity. So, and plus we have a very nice tradition called the bridals, where our industry actually works and moves towards. So till we have the brides happening, we have the jewelry happening. And especially the designer jewelry. Because each bride wants to have a different piece of jewelry compared to what was with the other bride. Ideally, if you say when we moved from Shikarpur, Sindh province, we are Sindhis basically, Shikarpuris, and we left everything backhand and we came to our Bharat. And knowing nothing what my granddad, when he came with nothing, we had a huge legacy behind, left a legacy behind of a couple of stores, and overnight had to leave and come down to the city. So in those days, there were lots of opportunities. And when we came in, like being Sindhis, from Shikarpur and Sindh, I mean, the opportunities, say, they open doors. And the doors open how? My dad came across a very good Palanpuri family. Okay. And the need of the moment was that time that they said that, kuch bhi kaam mile, kuch bhi kaam karna chahiye. So, like my granddad, Ghanasingh, he thought that let's start the base from Bombay and Surat. So he said, when we have to start from the scratch, start from here. That's where we started investing in rough diamonds. Of course, though, with the hand in hand Palanpuri partners, who we are yet associated with. We're not left the generations. Their generations are also third, fourth like us. And that's how we started. Then we came in earlier days, the jewelry ka shop was lots of communities like Sindhis, Punjabis, and where on. Then, of course, because earlier the trend was gold and only gold jewelry. Then the trend became with the whole diamond structure came up and all. So we said that when we can control the manufacturing part, let's get into retailing. So it was a full 360 down, like starting roller coaster. Like you go up, you come down, and then you start the whole life. So in that path, as it came, the manpower started increasing. My family members were there together. My dad had 3 brothers. They all joined the business. They all took the legacy ahead. So their hands started multiplying. The generation started getting into line for the same business. So we had each one to his own. Okay, you handle this, you handle that. So then it moved on. That's how it is. I'm sure you all must be also part of 1 generation, 2 generation, 4 generation like me. So Femina, we won a lot of awards. Apparently, a lot of jewelry awards. We used to be doing the best design jewelry for IIJS, best design jewelry for international markets. And one day, in the media base where I am a lot of media person, I'm a total person of media. So Times of India approached us and they said that, would you like to do the crowns? It started with crowns. So we said, yeah, we'll do the crowns because it was the first time it was like, of course, Femina is many years associated, but Times of India, they approached us and they said, we'll do it. And we did the crowns. And that was the first time Aishwarya Sushmita went for the international, it was Miss World and Miss Universe. And then our crowns were proved lucky. I've actually crowned them myself. So though I'm not that tall like them. So I actually tell Sush, I said, Sush, come down, I have to crown you. So they are very dear friends. So after that, we did it for 9 years. 9 good years we did it. Right from Priyanka, Lara and Dia were the last ones which we did. And then the multinationals, they said that, boss, Ghanasingh Fine Jewels hai kaun bhai. So they said, we want to enter this doing thing. So the crowns was designed by us, manufactured by us. Then after that, we did the ramp shows with the jewelry. Then we did few films where our jewelry was showcased, and the path just kept happening. So after 9 years, when the multinationals came, so the thing was obviously, okay, let them give them a chance. Also, we have done the best path to it, so that's how it happened. Though I'm yet associated with Times of India, they yet remember that even when I meet the families, the seniors, they always say that your crown's always the most beautiful thing happening to our country. And you can actually see like how the women of our country are so beautiful, gorgeous women. They've won all the Miss Indias and Miss Universe. Just keep the fire in your belly, guys. If you have the fire within you, you can move. In your gut, that's the important part. If you have it, you roll and rock. Like how you roll and rock at parties. You roll and rock at business. Right? Just keep that passion alive.